Hey guys, it's Peter here, and today's going to be my first impressions of the gameplay for NBA 2K16. I also made an unboxing and first look at the game since it was the MJ Special Edition, so if you haven't seen that already, make sure to check that out. I'm going to be playing as the Clippers for this game, and I'll be playing against the Rockets. They're a good matchup for the Clippers. Here's a look at the new jerseys for the Clippers. And for the Rockets. 2K is supposed to be making new jersey textures for this year, so I want to see what they look like in the game.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the Houston Rockets.
It's nice to see that they've added Kenny the Jet Smith to the opening show.
Let's take them back.
I'm just gonna put Jamal Crawford in real quick. So this year music comes on when you start doing your subs. These are my points of emphasis. I usually choose these for all quick games that I play.
We wishing anybody who isn't wishing us well bankrupt. A L and whatever else ain't up.
Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Los Angeles Clippers can deliver the goods here at home. So the Clippers win the tip.
So I'm not going to exactly be trying to win this game, so I'm just going to keep it on All-Star, and I'm turning fatigue off. This is mainly just to see what the game is going to be like and to get used to the new gameplay. And of course, I have to switch the camera.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Houston.
I have to pull up here. The mid-range jumper always works, especially if you're on Hall of Fame.
Weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
Okay, so I'm still trying to figure out what I did there. His feet were clearly not set. So here, after crossing Kyle Lawson, I'm testing how to do alley-oops. This year it's YY, not LT and X. You have to press it very fast, and you have to have somebody going back door.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket.
The replays in this game almost look real.
Never waste his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Can I get the buzzer beater? Nobody's open. I guess I'm just gonna shoot it. Let's go.
Buzzer beater.
And he
beside his older brother. His dad was his coach, and he credited.
Watching him kind of go through the process of he started to get, recruited by college coaches, and then he, really took his game and became serious about it. And I watched his work ethic, and I watched how he, put the time in, the things he did, and that's kind of where I developed mine.
So this year we have those little interviews you see in between quarters sometimes. I want to apologize for the audio and video being a little mixed up. The program I use to get all of the files from the Xbox to my computer kind of does that, so I'm figuring out another way that I can export the footage. I'll probably end up getting an Elgato capture card, even though it's like $200. That's what I'm going to have to do to make these videos good quality.
Paul kicks to Redick. Out to the wing.
So right here, I'm going to be sort of testing the post moves. Posting this year is LT instead of Y, and I just kept entering and exiting the post there, and finally got some space to make the basket. So at this point, I still didn't know how to call a pick, which was usually B. So this year it's LB. I don't know why 2K wants to change things, but it's up to them.
We gotta move the ball. We gotta run our stuff. I think right now everybody's trying to win the game, which is great. But you do it as a team. You don't do it individually. It's a good quality when you want to win, but you do it together.
Coach, thank you so much.
So there's also different spots for the interviews this year.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. In the second quarter, we began to see what they're capable of when everything starts clicking as they pulled out to a 7-point lead by the end of the half. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
The speed they're playing with has been...
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
So again, I'm not really trying to win here. I'm just trying to test out what's new in the game this year.
The good-looking shot from the wing. Paul's got 8 points.
But he just puts up huge numbers.
So in this year's substitution or in-game substitution menu, it's really different. You have to move the right stick or whatever it is on PlayStation. I really don't like it at the moment. I hope I get used to it. This is why I urgently needed to know how to set a pick. The Clippers get a lot of their dunks off pick and rolls, so this is really going to help me.
Griffin sets the screen for Paul. The putback and the slam by Blake Griffin.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound. Out west, they were very tough in conference.
So last year's timeouts had the substitutions and points of emphasis right there. This year, to access that, you need to press X, and for PlayStation, you have to press square. I heard 2K wanted to reduce the amount of perfect releases this year. I really haven't noticed a difference, but that might be because I'm playing on All-Star. I usually play on Hall of Fame.
I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically.
In his choice making.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pierce dishes to Jordan, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
He is
affect you at the
one thing I forgot to mention is last year Steve Kerr was an announcer as well as a coach, and this year they fixed that by having Greg Anthony come in.
We're seeing even more of it here late.
Good.
Their 3-point percentage in goal.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
It's as if these guys are out here just playing pickup basketball. No deterrent from the defense.
Not at all. No resistance whatsoever. It seems both teams.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
That just weren't working for them. It wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that.
So this year we have the coaches talking not only in my career but in quick games. And look at Paul Pierce get that block. But anyway, also want to apologize for the audio and video not being exactly lined up. I will get that fixed as soon as possible.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
They need another timeout.
Step late that time, Greg.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game, and that one's good.
Looking to.
Yeah, they did a good job. Very good job. We tried to push the ball as much as possible. They kept getting off.
So we fell apart at the end. It doesn't really matter to me, but I couldn't get exactly all the footage I wanted, but you could see a glimpse of Dwight Howard kind of photo bombing or video bombing that. Really cool feature added by 2K.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet, James Harden.
And this year they've added a post-game show after all of the games. And of course James Harden is the player of the game.
Sorts of performances, and he helped carry his team tonight. And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just getting started on a new season.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like below and subscribe so you can be notified whenever I post a video. I'll be posting my career videos today and tomorrow. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.